everybody, this is Robbie Parker, and I'm going to be joined by Big D from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, and we're going to be doing a review of the 2012 movie Brave. So, set in the Scottish Highlands, Princess Merida, a skilled archer, defies tradition and causes chaos by refusing an arranged marriage, leading her to seek a witch's help. But, when she does receive the help, her mother is turned into a bear, so Merida must find the courage to break the spell and save her kingdom. So before I get into my part, I'm going to let Big D do his part like I always do, so take it away, Big D.
Hey everyone, this is the Big D here, and I'm going to be collabing with Robbie Parker as we talk about Disney and Pixar's 2012 fantasy adventure flick, Brave. Now, this was Pixar's first film with a female protagonist, Princess Merida of Dunbog, who defies an age-old custom, causing chaos in the kingdom by expressing the desire not to be betrothed. But when her mother, Queen Eleanor, is turned into a bear, Merida must look within herself and find the key to saving the kingdom. This was the first animated film to be made with a new proprietary animation system called Presto. Now, while I've seen Brave a few times, I am going to say this is a pretty nice little film. And I gotta say, it's a very good one, considering it has a female protagonist, though. I like the character Merida, she's very good. The film provides a really good score done by Patrick Doyle, who does an amazing job with the film score. Mark Andrews and Brenda Chapman, who directed the film, did a great job in co-writing the screenplay with Steve Purcell and Irene Mecchi. For the voice acting cast, we have Kelly MacDonald as Merida, who does an exceptionally good job voicing her. Emma Thompson voices Queen Eleanor, and Billy Connolly voices Merida's father, King Fergus. Both of those were very good characters. In addition to those, we also have the voices of Kevin McKidd, Craig Ferguson, as well as Steve Purcell and Patrick Doyle themselves, plus John Ratzenberger, who's no stranger to Disney Pixar films. Plus, we are going to have two names from the Harry Potter franchise, Julie Walters as the Witch and Robbie Coltrane as Lord Dingwall. From what I've seen of Brave, I must admit, this is a really exciting film. I think it's kind of exciting because it has a good fantasy feel to it and what have you. And it provided a real good story and great characters and a great score. The film is also good with fun-filled adventure bits with a distinct twist of surprising depth, as Rotten Tomatoes said in their review. So I gotta give it credit for that. The film, of course, went on to become another big hit for Disney and Pixar, and also winning them the Academy Award and Golden Globe for Best Animated Feature. So, this eventually just put it on the scene, and also making Merida a Disney princess as well. But since this film was so successful, we're still hoping for the best we'll get a sequel, but that hasn't been mentioned for some time. But overall, I found that Brave was exceptionally a very good film, so I would definitely recommend this one. And again, as I've said, it has a great atmosphere. I should point it out. It's got great characters, great story, great score, etc., etc., etc. Again, definitely recommend. Well, thank you for making me a part of this, Robbie, and until our next collab, this is the Big D saying, see ya.
Thank you, Big D. It was great to have you on here as always. I always enjoy collaborating with you on these reviews. So, I think this is a pretty good movie. Merida is a really lovable lead character, and I've always really liked her quite a bit. I think she's great. The supporting characters are great too, particularly King Fergus, who I think is just absolutely great. He's really lovable and funny, and he's like the cool dad and everything. He's just a really cool character. But Queen Eleanor is really great too. and everything. I think they're great. The voice cast are amazing here. Kelly MacDonald as Merida is perfectly cast. She's great. Emma Thompson as Eleanor is really good too. Like, her performance is, I mean, her voice acting is really, really good in this movie. I actually really like her in here, and I think she fit that role really well and everything. And Billy Connolly as King Fergus is just absolutely great. I don't know why, but I've always just thought he was a really great, underrated actor and everything, and he brings a likability to every character he plays, and he's just really great in this movie, and he really helps bring that charm and stuff. Like he played Uncle Monty in A Series of Unfortunate Events, which is, I think, a really underrated movie, and I thought he was perfectly casted in that movie, and I feel like he was perfectly casted in this one. He's just good at playing really lovable, father-like figures. Julie Walters as the witch is really good too. I thought she did a great job and everything. And then you got Craig Ferguson in here and other voice cast, but everybody does a great job in their roles and everything. All of the voice cast are great. The score by Patrick Doyle is awesome too. It fits the movie really, really well and gives that Scottish vibe that the movie needs and everything, and I really like that. And the movie has a lot of heart. There's a lot of heartfelt moments throughout and everything, especially stuff between Merida and Queen Eleanor when she's a bear, and like their bonding and stuff is done really, really well. I love the scene where like the bear is fishing and Merida is trying to help her fish and everything. I love that stuff. But there's also some pretty intense scenes too, like when Queen Eleanor goes full bear mode and stuff, and it almost attacks Merida and everything. This happens a couple times throughout the movie, but the first scene in particular is really, really intense and crazy and everything. I remember when I saw it for the first time, I was like, oh my goodness, Merida's about to get killed. You know, even though I knew that there was no way she would have, but it was still a really intense scene. And there's some really heartfelt and emotional moments too, and not quite as strong as some of Pixar's other movies and everything, but I feel like it does still have a lot of heart there too. And like I said, the mother-daughter relationship is really, really well written and stuff. And the animation is absolutely gorgeous. Like there is some really, really beautiful animation throughout this movie, and I feel like it holds up really well, which, I mean, most Pixar movies do, especially the ones that came out in the 2010s. Most of them really hold up and everything, because the animation hasn't really been outdated or anything. But I really like how the look and feel of this movie. And as far as negatives go, I will say, while it's a little emotional, it's not, like I said earlier, it's just not quite on that same level as the first one. And especially when this movie came out, like, I know a lot of people felt like this was kind of a disappointment. I didn't really feel like it was. I actually liked it way more than I was expecting to. I kind of had lowered my expectations because I had heard that it wasn't quite like on the level of Pixar's other movies, and I was already burnt really bad by Cars 2 the year before, so my expectations were kind of modest, but not completely down and stuff. But I still really enjoyed this movie. It's not quite as good as some of the other ones, though, and it's not as much of an original concept or story as some of the other ones either. We've seen movies where like this and stuff before and since then and everything, so I feel like it's not like one of Pixar's most original, best stories and everything, but I don't think it's one of their worst either. Like, it's kind of just a middle of the road movie for them and everything. I will say it's better than some of the movies they've been giving us in recent years, though, and everything too. So, and at least it's an original movie too, so I'm not complaining too much on everything. All in all, I'll say Brave is not one of Pixar's best, but it's still a great time, and it's got some really good heartwarming moments, beautiful animation, and good storytelling and everything, and it kind of does for mothers and daughters what Finding Nemo did for fathers and sons, if that makes sense, and everything. So I'd say I'd give Brave an 8 out of 10. It's a really enjoyable movie, and it also has some really funny comedic moments and stuff, especially with the triplets and stuff, all the crazy little shenanigans they get into and stuff, and when they get turned into bears, they're just so cute. The little bears are just so adorable and everything, but the shenanigans with them is really great too. But anyway, yeah, so I'd say I'd give this movie an 8 out of 10 for sure. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of Brave, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody. I just just want to say thank you for watching this video and everything. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please like and subscribe and share this video with your friends and get more people going, help the channel grow. I really appreciate it, and thank you all, and have a good day.